a little baby ticklish?
I'm gonna talk about the things that scare me. Some of them are pretty ridiculous, but let's go through the list. There's not a specific order for them. It's just things that I could remember. One of the things that used to scare me was Michael Jackson. It's not what you think. I didn't think that he was scary. Specifically, the trailer video. You know, the iconic. I was the biggest fan of Michael Jackson when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I got like a disc and I would play it all the time, playing on the songs even though I couldn't understand anything that he was saying because I didn't know any English. I was just in love with his music and I loved the trailer video. Like the zombies didn't scare me. That it was pretty cool. The dancing and everything. I always wanted to replicate it. But when it came to the last part of the video, when Michael Jackson looks back to the camera with an evil smile and an evil laugh, and that shit used to petrify me. Like I just couldn't look at it. It used to scare me so badly. Like I could watch the whole video, but just the last shot with him looking at the camera and the crazy eyes, it just freaked me the fuck out. Like, one of my cousins had to show me like the making of the trailer music video, and then I calmed down and it didn't really scare me anymore because I saw how they did the makeup and everything. This next one, we're just gonna talk about everybody's favorite killer doll, Annabelle. Chucky. The first time I watched Chucky was when I was 6 years old. There's probably a lot of things that I should have been watching at that age, but I was watching Chucky and he scared the living shit out of me too. But like it was like this love and hate relationship because I really liked the movies and I wanted to see the movies, but I never wanted to see Chucky. The worst of it was when I was around 9 or 8. I was sleeping and I had a nightmare. And the nightmare was that Chucky had killed everybody's parents in town, in the town that I used to live before. Everybody was dead. Everybody's parents were dead. All the kids were alive. So all of our parents were dead and it was just a bunch of little kids that didn't know what to do. Little Timmy lives his life like a fucking rock star. He just came back from the mall and he was like, this shit. Mom and dad got the bags. They're coming in. They're walking in. And as they walk in, they see this little shit right there. He goes up, attacks them. What you ball?
How's it hanging, Phil?
Little Timmy's world shattered by this tragedy. Then supposedly we started a team and we were gonna fight him off, but for some reason, like in horror movies, we decided to separate. And that's when Chucky started taking down each and every one of us, just killing us with a knife. And at the end, it was just me. It was the only one left. And then as Chucky was coming to me with a knife, and I was just backed up into an alleyway with no way out, so I really had nowhere to go. And as he was getting closer, I was just getting more and more scared. And next thing you know, I get up, I'm sweating, I'm all wet, I'm breathing really heavily, you know, like. And pa acabarla de chingar, it was 3 in the morning. Another thing that used to scare me was the freaking end of the world. 2012 was a crazy time. You know, what came out that year? I'm just thinking about music right now that came out in 2012. But yeah, it was a crazy year. But we'll remember that in 2012 the world was supposed to end. And basically the whole year I was freaking out. I thought I was gonna die. I was about like 10 in 2012. And I remember on December 31st, it was like 6 p.m. I was on a bus and I was just reminiscing on my life, thinking that I was gonna die at midnight. It's really fucking depressing when you think about it, because I was just contemplating my last moments, thinking that I was gonna die. There was not gonna be no future after that. So yeah, it was more sad than anything. The whole day I thought I was gonna die. The whole day I thought it was my last day on earth, and I had such a bad anxiety. I don't know why nobody told me that it wasn't real. Probably talked to somebody about it, but dude, I was freaking out all year. Well, not all year, but every time the thought came into my head, I would get really bad anxiety. Yeah, the worst of it was like December 31st. I thought it was my last day on earth. Jump scares. I've been on YouTube since like 2006. I was what, 4? Like 2006, 2007. I was like 4 years old when I started using a computer. I remember old YouTube, and I used to watch mostly Mario Bros videos. I don't know why that was my thing. I would just Google Mario Bros videos all the time and watch those, and watch like different animations and some scary videos and shit like that. Me and my cousin, I was 5 at most when we were browsing the internet. He was about 10, 9. It was 9 or 10. He's older than me, significantly older than me. He's like about to finish medical school. We would just browse the internet and look for weird shit. I saw a lot of weird shit when I was that age that I shouldn't have. Who cares? He had been using computers for longer than me, so he knew about things that I didn't know about. And that's when he will show me jump scare videos. And I didn't know there were jump scare videos. Jump scare warning. This is the video that freaking scared me when he showed it to me. When I show it to you, if you were around back then, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this freaking video scared me the first time I watched it, and the motherfucker downloaded it on his BlackBerry phone, and he will show it to me all the time. Try to scare me with it all the time. Roll the clip. And the last thing that I'm gonna talk about, and I think it kind of relates to the 2012 thing, it was just me thinking about death all the time. When I was a little kid, that's all I could think about. Like, every night I couldn't go to bed thinking that I was gonna die. Just couldn't wrap my head around the concept of dying. And it would really scare me when I was a little kid. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know when I was gonna die. Just the uncertainty of it would just really scare me when I was a little kid. And it was this really weird thing that people would talk to me about and would try to make me understand. Would talk about heaven. No, tell me shit to make me feel better. But yeah, I was just so scared of it. It became a problem again. When I turned 18, I had a really bad existential crisis. Believe it or not, you probably you heard about Renaissance. That channel, it lasted 1 year. It was by Ethan and Mark, and it just made me come to terms with the fact that I'm gonna die one day, and that if I want to do anything, I need to do while I'm alive. It was just a lot of time was all I could think about. And I remember once I had to tell myself, I was like 8 or 9. I had like a really deep conversation with myself, and I'm like, you gotta be a kid. You gotta stop worrying about all this stuff. You gotta just enjoy yourself, because you're not gonna be a kid forever. And for years, I never thought about it again. Like, my brain locked it up, used that, and it never came back. And I didn't worry about it for years until I was like 18. When I turned 18, and I went through a really bad existential crisis. I felt that I'm gonna die. I can't change it. I can't speed it up. I can't delay it. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't know when it's gonna happen. So I might as well just do whatever I want, because you don't know how long you have here. I hope I live a long time, but I really don't know. Like, I could die at any time. And that used to scare me before. Now it brings me peace. And also pushes me to do whatever I want to do before the time comes. I can't change it. It's gonna happen eventually. You don't have a lot of time here. Do whatever you want. Do something healthy for yourself. Read a book. I don't know, watch a movie. Take a class. Study something that you always wanted to learn. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Bye.